It's a beautiful day today. It's super gloomy and rainy. Nez is in the basket and we're ready for today's episode. And let's get into it. Am I the a-hole for financially screwing over my sister? It's raining so heavy. Nez can't believe it. Am I the a-hole for financially screwing over my sister after finding out that she's close with my ex and his wife? Usually I wouldn't take personal advice from strangers on the internet, but everybody in my life seems to think I'm a petty, scorned, bitter woman. Which I probably am, and I need objective advice. My ex-husband, currently 43 male, and I, 43 female, were college sweethearts. For me, life felt perfect. I trusted him completely. That's why it was so shocking when I found out that he was in love with his much younger colleague. Oh no. She was around 24 at the time. I won't get into the details of how I found out, but the affair was well known at his workplace. Oh, I'm so sorry, OP. When I confronted him, all he said was, "I'm sorry, I tried really hard not to fall for her." He didn't seem sorry at all. It felt like he wanted me to leave him. So I did. That was 6 years ago. Our son was 4 then, and it was the worst time of my life. I don't know how I got through it. And because I was desperate, I wanted him to fight for me, to fight for our family, but he didn't. He was quick to sign the divorce papers and didn't even fight for custody. It was as if he started a new life and completely erased the old one. Oh, that's so sad. It took years of therapy to feel normal again, to stop checking that woman's social media and comparing myself to her. The fact that she's very pretty and charming didn't help. His family loved her, and as disgusting as it sounds, one of our common friends even said it out loud. I don't support cheating, but I mean, look at her. Oh my god, what? And that was when I told her about the cheating. Oh, that's so awful. What a horrible thing to say to somebody who's been cheated on. Oh, I don't support cheating, but I mean, look at her. Ew. I guess that's what everybody was thinking. This one was just stupid enough to voice it out. So I had to cut off that group of friends too. Yeah, good. They got married 3 years ago and now have a daughter. A picture-perfect little family. The current arrangement is that our son stays with my ex on weekends and holidays, which works fine for the most part. Last week I found out that my sister, 28 female, has been in touch with my ex all of these years. Wow. That would have been forgivable since they were close when we were married, and she saw him as a brother, but she's actually been best friends with his new wife. Wow. And she kept it from me for 6 years. I only found out because she left her phone at my house and I saw several texts from the wife. No. When I asked her about it, she just brushed it off and said that it wasn't a big deal. Oh god, this is terrible. I told her she can do what she wants to, but I'll be cutting her off completely. I was helping her pay her college loans and I'd be going no contact. She called me unreasonable and said I'm being petty and unable to move on from something that happened a long time ago. Oh, get out of here. She said that the wife is a lovely person and a good friend. She said that she'll be financially speaking. I told her to go herself. Yeah, good OP. Somehow my parents agree with her. So am I the a-hole? No, definitely not. The top comment says, so your sister only cared to have you pay her loans? That's why she kept it a secret. And that's why you shouldn't feel bad cutting her off. She needs to ask your lovely ex and his wife to foot the bill from here on out. Not the a-hole. And OP said, I know, she clearly chose the side during the divorce, but pretended to be on mine for the money? Oh, that's terrible. The second top comment says, not the a-hole. Your sister has the right to be friends with whom she chooses, and you've got the right to do with your money as you wish. Take the money that you've been contributing to her and put it in your son's college fund. Let your ex, his wife, and your parents pay for her school loans. The comment below that says, not the a-hole. Sooner or later, one of those perfect people will cheat again, and you can eat some popcorn while all their friends take sides. And OP said, I don't doubt that, but honestly, this woman worships my ex. From what I've heard, she pursued him despite knowing that he was married, and he didn't resist. He's a despicable human being, and so is she. The comment below that says, not the a-hole. Anybody who sides with a cheater is probably a cheater themselves. Maybe your sister can ask your ex and his wife to help instead, seeing as how they're best friends. The comment below that says, why the hell do your parents agree with your sister? I hope you go to therapy to deal with the users in your life. Not the a-hole. The comment under that says, not the a-hole OP, and honestly, I'm kind of shocked that your sister hid her friendship with them from you. I mean, she's your sister. I once helped my brother hide a surprise party for his wife, but this is different. And OP said, yup, 6 years. Countless interactions and not a word. Yeah, not the a-hole OP. Yeah, so infuriating. All the best in the future, OP. Jin's meowing so much in the background. He has such a whiny sounding meow. He's like, wah, every single time he meows. But I love him so much. And I've fed him twice already. And he's somehow still hungry. No, he disrupted the goose. Now the goose is gone. Post number 2. Am I the a-hole for locking food so that my roommate doesn't eat it? No, not again. These ones are so frustrating. We read a post like this at the end of the last episode, and it was so irritating. I know it sounds bad, but hear me out. I, 19 female, am a university student. I have 2 roommates, 19 female and 25 female. This rant is about the 25-year-old. For backstory, I meal prep on Mondays for the days I have classes, which is Tuesday to Friday. I leave the house around 5:30 a.m. to go to the gym, and I get back around 7 p.m. because my lab classes run late. However, recently my roommate's been eating the food that I meal prep. So frustrating. For instance, if I meal prep on Monday, the food for the week would be gone by Wednesday night, and I'd have nothing to eat for Thursday and Friday. When I asked her about it, her excuse was, I'm too tired from work to cook. The food looks like it's going to waste, so I ate it since you're never here. I'm really doing a favor for us both? Are you joking? I'm too tired from work to cook. That doesn't mean you should eat OP's food. The food looks like it's going to waste. It's not going to waste. It's meal prep. It's not going to waste. I ate it since you're never here. Yeah, that's why they meal prep. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm really doing us a favor. No, you're actually not. You're making OP's life harder. Even after I told her a couple of times that meal prep is for 4 days. I low-key just gave up. My other roommate said that her fruit gets eaten as well, and it's the same excuse. It's going bad, blah, blah, blah. And the title said that you locked up your food. Yeah, understandable. We're first-year uni students, and we really don't know what to do when it comes to this. Honestly, it's so draining living with somebody like this. Yeah, and they've got the audacity to say that they're doing you a favor. Especially when she brings up the fact that my parents pay for my rent and food, while she works a full-time job and is barely getting by with the cost of living nowadays. Apparently to her it really doesn't affect me directly. Technically she's right, and part of me feels bad that she can't afford food, but I'm helpless here. Recently she got petty by leaving the Tupperware in the sink and saying that it's technically my dishes, so I had to wash it. Oh god, I don't even need to say it. The audacity. Bruh, what? So in the midst of anger from this, I installed these fridge lock boxes that require a code to unlock, although I found it really hard to resort to this as I've always been taught to respect others, and it feels like I'm going against my core values. I feel taken advantage of. Ever since I've installed this, she called me a and she's been acting really upset. Oh my god. Giving me and my other roommate the silent treatment. She would also make snide remarks, like greedy. Or she would bring her friends over and make comments like, sorry, can't eat here, the food's in jail, and then laugh it off. I'm sorry, I can't eat here, the food's in jail. As in they were gonna eat your food, because the only food that's in jail is the food that you prep for yourself. Like, sorry guys, I can't give you food that's not mine, because it's locked in a lockbox. Sorry, can't eat here, the food's in jail. Hey, eat your own food. And now I'm starting to think that maybe I was indeed stingy and greedy. No. Honestly, people of Reddit, am I the a-hole for installing lockboxes to keep my roommate from getting into my food? Not even a little bit. Is this rage bait? It's very aggravating, but no, you're not in the wrong. At all. The audacity astounds me. Like, oh yeah, I feel entitled to eat your food, but on top of that, I have the audacity to get upset at you and call you greedy and a because you don't want me to eat your food? Like, do they have a brain? They were never like, oh, okay, so I'm sorry for eating your food if you feel like you have to lock your food away. Obviously, I did the wrong thing and I'll take responsibility for that. But they called OP a and greedy, and were awful to OP because of it, and laughing with their friends like they were making some sort of point, when all they did was show their friends that they feel like it's okay to eat OP's food. Like, grow up. This comment says, definitely not the a-hole. Not only was she stealing your food, she was stealing the time that you put in to prep the food. Yeah. And she's got no respect for the fact that you have nothing to eat when you get home late. And on top of that, is super rude to OP about it afterwards. Like, she couldn't care less about OP. The comment below that says, you expected me to put together meals with food that I bought, then you ate my food leaving me with nothing, and had the audacity to expect me to clean up after you? Yeah, my food is in food jail. I'd say this every time she made a comment. Don't let her get away with the expectation that you're responsible for her. Edit to add, better yet, call it protective custody, not food jail. Yeah, that's another part of this. She expected OP to wash up the dishes for her. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat your food, but I'm still gonna expect you to clean it up. Take a hike. This comment says you're not responsible for feeding her. You're really not responsible for feeding her friends. She's an adult and responsible for her own needs and her own bills. It's none of her business how your bills get paid. And the next time she makes some food in the jail comment, ask her where her groceries are. The lockbox is the best way to go with somebody like this, as it won't stop and they won't take responsibility. I would also keep an eye on your personal products, as I doubt helping herself stops with the food. Good luck with school. The top comment says not the a-hole. What's the bet she's also using your toiletries? She's a thief. And just because your parents pay for things doesn't mean she's entitled to them. It means she's stealing the raw materials from your parents and the prep and cooking time from you. I see a few options here. Number 1, move out. Number 2, get her to move out. Number 3, continue dealing with her remarks. Or number 4, every time she makes a remark about the food being in jail, respond with something like, well, if I didn't live with a thief, I wouldn't have to lock my food away. Or, well, it's either the food's in jail or the food thief goes to jail, so I thought I chose the nicer option. Embarrass her in front of her friends, and the comments might stop. And OP said, thankfully, I have a toiletry bag that I hold at the bathroom and back to my room whenever I'm done using it, because I don't like sharing any hygiene stuff at all. I'll definitely try doing number 4, and hopefully she doesn't have a temper tantrum. All the best, OP. I'll see if Nez wants to get back in the basket. No, she doesn't want to go in the basket, but does Jin want to go in the basket? Maybe, maybe not. He's got such a beautiful tail. No! No! Alright then, no cats. The next one that we're gonna read says, am I the a-hole for breaking up with my girlfriend via Reddit? I made this Reddit account to address you. I won't put your name out there, but I know you regularly read posts like these, since you used to bring them up and listen to a podcast with them. I'm sure you'll know it's about you when reading it. I, 29 male, caught my girlfriend, 31 female, cheating on me. This time I've got undeniable proof after she lied to my face about it. We've been friends for 5 years and started dating 3 years ago. I loved this woman with everything I had. I truly thought she felt the same. A few months ago, we hit a bit of a rough patch and argued a lot. I really thought we were going to break up. I hit rock bottom. I was severely depressed. One Saturday, we had plans to attend a wedding together. You live a fair distance away and neither of us had a car, but we didn't mind taking the extra steps to make it work. That morning, I asked what time you'd be coming over so that we could get ready and head out. I even offered to pay for your Uber. You said, okay. Hours went by. I didn't hear from you and I started spiraling. I had a panic attack. I checked your location and it wasn't your house. It was some random parking lot. I messaged you, no reply. After a while, your location just turned off. I was worried sick. I kept calling, no answer for 6 hours. I was panicking. Then at 9:30 p.m, note this time, you finally picked up. Your first words were, are you okay? And I just broke down crying asking, are we okay? You told me your phone died and that you were just out with your friends from school and I believed you. You'd never lied to me before, or so I thought. The next day I couldn't get out of bed. Depression hit me like a truck. You came over to comfort me, but something felt off. I tried to shake it off thinking maybe it was just in my head. The morning I put your Apple Watch on the charger. That's when I saw messages from you to your friend from school that you hung out with the day of the wedding. One said he was growling in my ear. Another one said I had to cover up my hickeys like I was in school. Sent around 9:30, the exact time I was crying to you on the phone. When you got out of the bathroom, I saw the marks on your neck. When I asked, you said they were from scratching. Oh, this is awful. On our way to work, I brought up the messages. You said that you were lying to your friend, that you made it all up. I didn't believe you, but I swallowed it and I kept it under the rug. Today I was at your house as your family had a birthday party for you. Your family were there, some of your friends and our mutual friend were there too, including the one that celebrated you cheating and lying. The house was packed. I drank quite a bit because I knew that I wasn't going to have the courage to do what I did. I went to your room to lie down in your bed, saying that I didn't feel well, and after some time I told you that I was going home and I ordered an Uber. I'm in the Uber now typing this up along with the iPad that I gave you. While lying in your bed, I found it, and on it I didn't just find proof of you cheating, I found everything. The day you turned your location off, you were with the guy that you play Call of Duty with. I'm mad at myself for not catching how often you played with him and how you'd laugh at his jokes. I saw the messages and how you two talked for months, and how you planned a hotel meetup the day after he picked you up from work, how you kissed him in his car, how you told him we broke up, you sending a picture of the hickeys he gave you. And guess what? Those messages sent at 9:45 p.m. The same time I was breaking down on the phone and you were telling me everything was okay. How inconsiderate could you be hearing someone that you claimed you love crying on the phone while you're texting your school friend and him about your infidelity? Speaking of the school friend, I saw a conversation celebrating your decision to cheat and laughing about how you got away with it, gassing each other up for lying to me. Oh, this is revolting. I'm so sorry, OP. And there was more shit I found. I found flirty messages with multiple Uber drivers. I found out the ring that you said was from your late grandmother was actually from your ex-boyfriend. You wore it our entire relationship. I found messages to him too telling him that you were single, that you will always love him. Ew. That was the same day I surprised you by coming over to your house for Thanksgiving. I found you sending sexy selfies to multiple men. Some of those pictures were from outings that we were at together. All of this shit, and yet you talked about marrying me. You're a piece of shit. Normally, I'm not a petty person, but it. By the time I press post, I would have already sent screenshots of everything to your friends, the ones who would be ashamed of you, to your family, the ones who would disown you, to your Call of Duty buddies who knew nothing about your double life, to my family, to our friend group, and to the school friend who knew everything and smiled at my face at the party and is still there thinking everything's great. Every person who ever believed in us will know the truth. I've never been more disappointed in anybody in my entire life. You made this bed and now lie in it. Update. Thank you all for the overwhelming support and kind messages after my last post. If anybody's wondering, yes, I'm doing okay. Something clicked while I was going through those messages. For the first time, I truly realized I'm worthy of love, and that the first person who needs to give that love to me is me. Out of all the options I had in that moment, the one I chose felt like the smartest. If I'd confronted her in private, she could have manipulated the narrative or gaslit me into doubting what I saw. If I'd gone downstairs and made a scene, I would have been surrounded by her family and friends, which would have turned into a screaming match where I'm outnumbered. So I removed myself from the situation and I let the truth unravel on its own. Just to clear a few things up, we both had our location shared on iPhone. I was not stalking her. The sexy photos weren't nudes, and even still, I didn't send those pictures. Only the text conversations between her and the guy she was messaging. Sending those to people is wrong on another level, and I would never stoop that low. After I left, I took an Uber home, I grabbed a few things and I went to stay at my friend's place for the night. I felt okay, but I thought that was only the adrenaline. And I'm gonna crash hard. I've already signed up for therapy, I've scheduled an STI test, and I'm planning to take boxing and pottery classes to keep myself active and focused. While I was staying over, one of her Call of Duty friends messaged me. Turns out the guy that she slept with has a wife and kid. I'm not sure how that situation's unfolding, but I hope his wife finds out. That friend also told me that she's been removed from their squad. Our mutual friend group has shown a lot of support. One of them even removed her as a bridesmaid from their upcoming wedding and blocked her entirely. I thought everything had finally calmed down until I came back home this morning. I'd already blocked her on everything, so there was no way for her to reach me. Instead, she showed up. She drove her parents' car to my house and sat outside until she saw me. As I walked to my door, she came out crying hysterically, a messy mix of sadness and rage. I didn't say a word. I just walked inside and shut the door while she yelled from the other side until she eventually left. Nothing was mentioned about the Reddit post, so I guess she didn't even see it. Later that day, her brother called me. He apologized on behalf of the family. He said everything seemed normal after I left until their mum checked the phone. She pulled my ex aside trying to keep things quiet, but then her aunt, the one who talks a lot, shouted, "You're cheating on your boyfriend?" in front of everybody, and that blew the lid off. According to him, their family has a history with infidelity and it's caused serious pain in the past. So this incident not only reopened old wounds, but more cheating scandals within the family were exposed. That same night, this party was supposed to be a reconciliation moment for relatives who hadn't seen each other in years, and the friend who celebrated the cheating with with her. She got cussed out so bad by the family that she left in tears. Her brother told me that he doesn't blame me for anything. He even said that I handled it better than most would have, and he's here if I need anything. To be honest, the only thing I feel bad about is unintentionally ripping apart a family that was trying to move forward. I had no idea all of that was going on behind the scenes, and I do feel like an a-hole for being the grenade that set it all off. The top comment says, this is one of the first posts I've read where the cheater's friends and family seem to be acting appropriately. I'm so sorry this happened, OP, but I'm so glad you came out of it mostly unscathed. Best of luck. Yeah, like this comment says, your girlfriend is the grenade, not you. You just opened their eyes to her cheating. She ruined everything, not you. You didn't ruin anything, she did. That was heart-wrenching to read. The comment below that says, you're doing everything right, OP. I'm so glad you got yourself a therapist and are getting tested for STIs. It would be a really good idea to follow up on that testing again in 3 months and 6 months, just to be safe. Please know that you are not the grenade that hit your ex-girlfriend's family. She is. She did all of this. You just did your best to get away and protect yourself. Jin's back in the basket, everybody. Yay! I missed him. Okay, the next one. Am I the a-hole for not giving up my parking spot or buying specific snacks for my in-laws? I'm moving into a new apartment soon with my partner. The apartment comes with 2 underground garage parking spots, which we plan to use for our own cars. Parking on the street is known to be really tough in the area, which is why the garage spots are such a big deal to us. At a recent family gathering, my brother-in-law mentioned that he'd feel more comfortable visiting if I could move my car so that he could use my spot during his visits. I told him I didn't really want to do that because it'd mean moving my car out to the street, then moving it back again later, possibly late at night. That's super inconvenient for me. Then during the same event, my sister-in-law brought up wanting certain snacks in my fridge that she likes. I told her she could totally bring over a charcuterie board or whatever snack she wants, and that we could enjoy them together or store the leftovers. She said no, I should be the one to buy and keep them stocked. I jokingly said something like, how are you going to tell me what I'm supposed to buy and put in my fridge? Apparently both of them kinda got offended. My sister-in-law said, dang, you don't have to get so worked up about it. But I honestly didn't feel like I was being aggressive. I was setting some boundaries. Am I the a-hole in either of these situations? Edit for clarifications, I'm a dude. Also, the in-laws would only be visiting for the day, since they only live about 15 to 30 minutes away. Also, my sister-in-law has made comments about making the spare bedroom have a spare bed for guests. That spare room would be my office and gym, since I work from home the majority of my days. I thought that would also be... Am I losing my voice? I think I'm losing my voice. I thought that would also be fun to mention. Okay, so the top comment says, not the a-hole. You're not obligated to turn your home into an Airbnb for your partner's family. That's ridiculous and entitled. Second top comment says, not the a-hole. Are your in-laws trying to move in? What does your partner have to say about their behavior? OP said, my partner is a very kind, giving person. Because of this, she's willing to bend over backwards for her family. I also made a comment to my partner that if she would like to oblige them, she could make those accommodations for them, but I wouldn't. And the response says, sounds like her family treats her like a doormat and wants to treat you like one too. The comment below that says, yeah, you are the a-hole. You should, number 1, offer free valet parking. Number 2, provide a 300 item free buffet. Number 3, hire a chef to make anything they want from scratch. Number 4, convert one of your bedrooms into a liquor and wine storage area so that they can have their choice of over 2,000 different beverages. And also, hire some musicians for their entertainment. Alternatively, you could tell them to go f themselves and not invite this complaining entitled leeches over. Yeah, very much not the a-hole consensus. The next one. Am I the a-hole for now keeping secrets from my grandma because she ruined the gender reveal? My husband and I are almost 30 and about to have our first baby in December. This is after having multiple miscarriages and adoptions falling through. I've been telling my close family all the details from the beginning, in case I lose this baby as well. I wanted to wait to announce to the world, but my grandmother kept on pestering me about just letting her tell everybody since she's so excited. It made her visibly distraught when I told her that I wanted to announce to the world on my own terms. When I finally announced to our church, she was upset that I hadn't allowed her to do it earlier because I'm already getting big enough to notice. Now, we found out the gender last week and I told her this morning I wanted to wait to announce it to the world. I didn't want a gender reveal party, but I still wanted to be able to tell everybody on my own terms. She didn't care for my answer and told everybody in our church. We've got a very small town and community. The gender this morning when I wasn't even around. Church members began walking to me saying, "Congratulations on baby's gender." My sister saw that I was obviously distraught and told my grandma to stop telling people, which upset her even more. Now I feel like I no longer can share information about my baby without her going behind my back and telling everybody every little detail. My father says I'm overreacting because this baby is all that she has. She already has 3 other great-grandchildren that she has nothing to do with. Am I the a-hole for not wanting her involved in my progress anymore? I just want information released when I'm comfortable to. Yeah, like the top comment says, not the a-hole. My father says I'm overreacting because this baby is all she has. Being old's no excuse to steal somebody else's big moments, especially one so sensitive. The second top comment says she already has 3 other great-grandchildren that she has nothing to do with. Tells you everything you need to know. She's the common denominator. She's the problem. You're not the a-hole. Don't let yourself be emotionally blackmailed. Your baby wouldn't be the only thing that she has if she still had a relationship with her other grandchildren. And the one below that says this baby's all she has. What about you and your husband that have been trying for years and this is now all you have? The one under that says not the a-hole. She already has 3 other great-grandchildren that she has nothing to do with. She does not give a crap about you or your child. All she cares about is being the center of attention. Yeah, not the a-hole, OP. Okay, the next one. Am I the a-hole for not reminding my mum's husband of her birthday? Okay, so OP's mum's husband. He's been married to her for 2 years. Dated for one before that. I, 26, knew that he's quite busy, but I didn't think he would forget. On mum's birthday, my brother and I got her one present each. Her favorite actress is starring in a new series, so I bought her the novel it's based on so that she can read it before the show's released. My brother got her a Pop Mart figurine. When we went over to their house and her husband realized that he forgot, he got upset. He said that we should have warned him since we know how much time that he spends at work and that things can slip his mind. Yeah, that's not your responsibility. The top comment says not the a-hole. If he's so successful at work, surely he knows how to put important dates on a calendar. The second top comment says for his birthday, buy him a calendar. And the response, and circle mum's birthday on it. The comment below that says the real issue is that instead of owning his own screw up, he tried to blame you for not reminding him. That's a really bad look for a grown-ass man who has a passing fancy with how calendars work and presumably has a smartphone with a, what's it called? Yeah, a freaking calendar. I feel bad for your mum that she's married to somebody so self-absorbed. He can't even be bothered to remember her birthday. Yeah, he should be upset at himself, not upset at OP. This comment says not the a-hole. Like, what? Is he for real? He should be mad at himself and take some accountability for his lack of attentiveness. Yeah, very much a not the a-hole consensus, and time to read something wholesome. My voice keeps on giving out and I don't know why, so yeah, better read something wholesome. Who needs a picture of my cat napping with a sweet potato in a salad bowl this morning? That is so unbelievably beautiful. What a beautiful kitty cat. I love cats so much. I love you, sweet potato. And sleeping in a salad bowl is such a cat thing to do. That is so cute. And this one too. Levels of intimacy, self-fulfillment needs, psychological needs, basic needs. Looking at them smiling, them asking, what? And you saying, nothing. Yeah, that's so beautiful. Like one of those moments you realize how lucky you are. Like, oh, I'm so lucky to have you. That is so cute. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a great time today. And if you did, make sure you let me know down below in the comments. And the comment of the day goes to Topaz Coyote. Jin doing cat yoga while these people perform mental gymnastics. Cat yoga is such a good way of putting it. He does a lot of cat yoga in the videos. Thank you for that comment, Topaz Coyote. And yeah, the people that we read about performing mental gymnastics, I'm shocked every single episode about the stuff that we read. Like every single episode, I'm like, oh my god, what? Are these people real? And they are. But you know what? I'm so excited for the next episode. And I'll see you then, everybody. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single time. Yeah, every single time didn't sound too bad. I'll see you in the next episode, everybody. Bye!